Hey guys, it's Pat from Pat's Brewery, and we're going to be kegging our proof of concept today. So if you're thinking, okay, so what? Kegging proof of concept? Yep, going to be trying to do a closed transfer from the Fermentosaurus into one keg, closed transfer. And then I did mention on the brew day I had something planned, and the second part of the Fermentosaurus we're going to pop into a bag and a box so that we can run it through our hand pull, so effectively having one keg and one cask of the Fermentosaurus. Not ferment, oh fuck's sake. So effectively having one keg and one cask of the proof of concept. So that should be pretty good. The setup that we've got the Fermentosaurus. We did end up losing all pressure again. I think something I've got to make sure that I do is maybe Vaseline or get some keg lube and put that on the O-rings. I think that might be where we're losing a little bit of gas. It's interesting that we weren't losing any gas during the actual fermentation. It was only after we'd taken the lid off for the initial dry hopping that we lost our pressure and weren't able to retain the pressure that we put into the keg. So, just if you're interested on the setup, what we've got going on is we're going to have, now things aren't all hooked up yet, but we've got the and let me just show you, I'll pick you up and show you everything actually. So, got the Fermentosaurus here. We're going to have a beer line out. Going to go through a filter, all sanitized, don't worry. Coming round, I do have a on-off valve there. That's going to be more help when it comes to the brew in a bag. Then we got in our beer line in there. From there we do have, because there is gas in here, we are going to have a gas line out into this keg, which is also filled with gas, which has a spunding valve, which is going to feed round and in at the top there. Now, what we're going to do, start off with first, so everything's only loosely connected, so we're going to start off by connecting our gas line first of all. That way we start able to transfer some pressure into the Firmzilla. Then what we're going to use is going to connect the the beer line out to start the transfer. Going to open up the Firmzilla, so we're going to be tracking the beer exiting, and yeah, hopefully it will all work. Let's see. First time for everything. Let's give this a go. So that's not on. That's not actually on. Let's take this one off. This on. transfer seems to be working. Right, so while this is transferring, for those of you that don't do beer in a bag, because it's not something that a lot of people seem to do, obviously because, you know, for the best results you need a hand pump, which can be a bastard to get hold of. But anyway, just while this is happening, my own technique for doing brew in a bag, not brew, yeah, beer in a bag, I do actually prime the bag a little bit, not by a lot. What I'll tend to do is I'll put just under 2 teaspoons of sugar actually in the bag, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to be popping the box back into the fermentation fridge at about 18 degrees. This will re-kick off a little bit of fermentation, produce a little bit of CO2. This kind of just helps with making sure that there's no oxygen in the bag, so it should technically last a little bit longer. Obviously people are always concerned that what you're going to be doing is overpressurising the bag and it could end up bursting. With only that small amount of table sugar, I've not had it happen yet. Not saying that it couldn't, but not happened yet. What I will then do before actually attaching it to the hand pull though is that I will knock out the pressurized CO2 in there, just so that it doesn't overpower the spring that's in the I think it's called a V connector, which is used on the hand pull, because if you do have too much CO2, what will happen is it will jam it in the open position and result in a lot of leaks, because the hand pull is a lot more stronger mechanically and it'll just piss out the V connector. So we've got another 8 litres roughly to transfer with the keg, then we'll be going over to the bag. So we put the big one in. Just to get that up, because I was having a huge amount of issues. Overall that should be okay now. What we are going to do, that's not good. floor, so I've got to sanitize that again. Shit. That off. Oh dear. Right. I think we've got some tidying up to do, but maybe I could have got a little bit more beer out here, but we're just about to touch the shrub. Otherwise, to try and get these as clean as possible. Give me 1 sec, and I'm going to be doing a little sample out here, because I'm not going to touch these yet. Let's turn that off. Cool. 1 moment. Okay, so that was fun. Don't know how this is going to edit together, or if it's going to be okay at all. So we've been able to get our keg and our box of proof of concept. A little bit of spillage here and there. Ended up having to bring in the CO2 from the bar, but that's not the worst thing in the world. What I have done for us is just out of the pipe work, I've poured myself a sample of the proof of concept. See, it's been a while since I've had a can of proof of concept, so not 100% whether or not this is replicating it or not. So it's really odd because Obviously, I am very familiar with the vacant gesture brewed a few times, all mosaic driven, and obviously there is mosaic in the proof of concept. So maybe that's what I'm going. Oh, that's what I'm drinking, but different. Of course it's different. It's got different hops, but. What is that? I don't know. I think it's going to be good once it's carved up for the keg, and I think a second fermentation or mini fermentation for the beer in a bag will do it good. We will see. I mean, is the bitter too high? I'm not sure. Not sure. Hopefully it'll improve. I know I'm pulling some faces, so fingers crossed. The carving comes through a little bit better. Yeah, not going to take it as a negative yet, but we will see. We will see. There's definitely some. We will see to this beer. Obviously, I can't be hating it because I'm drinking it all. Yeah. That's it. Right. I've got some cleaning up to do now, guys. That was us kegging and boxing the proof of concept. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.